Welcome to More Chicken Freezer Meals. Now, these all come from the Fix, Freeze, and Feast book, and I will put a link to that in the description. So, this is teriyaki chicken, and the first thing you'll see me putting in is a cup of white sugar and some molasses. I don't have brown sugar, so you would want 1 cup of brown sugar, or if you felt like making your own molasses, you can. It's usually 2 cups of sugar to 2 tablespoons of molasses. All right, following that was 1 cup of soy sauce. Now, I chose the low sodium soy sauce. I just think it's better for my husband and myself. And then following this is garlic. Now, they're asking for 3 teaspoons of minced garlic. This is for the whole marinade, which I am doing. But I just didn't want to put that much garlic in this marinade, so I only put like 3 cloves. And then following that, they're asking for 3 teaspoons of minced ginger. Now you saw for a second that I pulled a spoon and showed you a little bit of ginger root. You can use the back of your spoon to peel ginger root, and then of course grate it. Now, 3 teaspoons, I eyeballed it. I didn't try to worry about being exact. Now I could have done this on a paper plate and then scooped it up into teaspoons, but So there's 3 teaspoons of ginger or thereabouts. Now once this is all together, I'm going to close it up and massage everything together. Now, I use a lot of chicken here. These are 4 chicken breasts and a whole mess of chicken legs. So that's the reason I use the entire marinade. So mix away and then make sure you have it labeled and then off to your freezer. Now I'm making royal Thai thighs. Now I don't have thighs, I have chicken breasts and chicken legs, so that's what I'm using. Now the first thing you saw me put in was sesame seed oil, and they're looking for about a 1/4 cup. After that, they're looking for a 1/4 cup of soy sauce, which I use the low sodium. And hoisin sauce, if you want to think of hoisin sauce, think of it like a Asian barbecue sauce. So they wanted 3/4 of a cup of hoisin sauce. Now, you'll see me move away, and that's my putting in water. They wanted 1/2 cup of water. Now, once the water is in place, I have to put in some lemon juice. Now, I could have squeezed the lemon juice, but I didn't want to, and I had a jar of the stuff that was pretty fresh, so I went ahead and used it instead. Yes, it's from concentrate, but a lot easier to deal with. Now, following that, they're wanting cloves of garlic. They wanted 8 teaspoons of minced garlic for this marinade, and once again, I thought that was a little much. Well, I was putting it all on 1 chicken, but I still thought it was a little much. So I only did about 3 or 4, maybe half of that, and minced it up. I'm struggling with the mincer. There's nothing wrong with my press. It's just that the garlic's frozen. And now comes the ginger. Now the ginger, they're asking for 6 teaspoons of minced ginger. I'm not putting that much in. I went ahead and eyeballed it, put in as much as I thought I would like, and went ahead and ended it there. Now, they also want a little bit of red pepper flake. Oh my goodness, I forgot the peanut butter. The peanut butter is 1/2 cup of natural peanut butter. I didn't have natural, I had store brand, so I used it. Now, once that's in, you're supposed to go ahead, well, there's the pepper flake. Whisk it all together into a smooth consistency. Now, I'm not a peanut butter fan, but I have to admit this marinade smelled wonderful. So once it's all mixed together, dump it onto your chicken. And as I said in the past, you could do this, pardon me, under your broiler, or you could do it on a grill. It's your choice. So here I am pouring the marinade over the chicken. Go ahead and massage it a little bit and get it ready for the freezer. And that concludes this meal. This next meal is honey glazed chicken thighs. Once again, I don't have thighs, I'm using breasts and legs. I prepared the marinade. They wanted it done on a stove. Basically, you took 1.5 cups of honey, 3/4 cup of butter, a 1/2 cup of prepared mustard, 1 tablespoon of curry powder, 2 teaspoons of salt. And you mixed it, melted it all together. And then once it cooled, at that point, you could put it on your chicken. Now, I tasted the glaze, and I have to say it tasted awfully heavy to me, like thick. So I broke it up a little bit with about a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. What I would suggest is you can try this recipe as is, but if you find that the chicken just doesn't quite have enough zing to it, you might want to stick a little apple cider vinegar to it, possibly a little lemon, little lime, some sort of acid to brighten it up a little bit. So once everything has been cooled, I'm going to go ahead and pour it on top of this chicken and seal the whole baby up and get it ready with my other 2 meals to add to my freezer meals. Now, I have to say freezer meals are absolutely wonderful. There are just days I don't want to cook. I can come take a freezer meal, pull it out, throw it on top of my freezer. By, the afternoon, it's ready to go. And though I'm showing you the marinade here, so that's what it's looking like after it's all been melted together. It's ready to go, and you don't have to fuss or muss. All you may have to do is add a side or two to give a more balanced meal. So I'm putting in the marinade here, and I'm going to close her up and get her prepared for the freezer. Now, as I'm doing this, and as I always say, is if you like these videos, please feel free to give me a thumbs up, or if you want to see more of what I do, go ahead and like my channel so you'll be notified when I do new videos, whether it's freezer meals or maybe a meal or two that I cook that's pretty quick. As always, I enjoy my time with you, and I appreciate your time, and I want to thank you for that, and say I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.